Hello and welcome to the weekend edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Now from this week, news anchor Swalem Doe has advertised his kidney for 2.5 million shillings. I have no idea how he arrived at that figure, but it's a matter of time. It's just a matter of time before kidneys hit the streets. A tough sell though. You only have 2 kidneys as a human being. And this is Kenya, where people are used to the culture of buy one, get one free. How do you even carry out that transaction? At ya do 2.5 million kidney moja na vile figo zimeshuka. Najua 2.5 million for one kidney, hapo utakuwa umenifinya. Nikuongeze 300 nipatie na jicho moja. Najua garau utakuwa umeniachia macho. Haya basi, kama haiwezi tafuta mwingine, biashara yangu ni wholesale. And you see, there's 2 ways to look at the Swalem Doe issue. 1, it takes courage for a man to admit that he's broke and probably needs help. And 2, what message does that send to people who look up to him as one of the greats in the media industry? Does it mean that however good you are in the business, at one point in life you may have to sell your body? Who knows? Now, as soon as that story broke, sorry, no pun intended, the internet was like an online shopping platform for body parts. People have started auctioning other body parts they feel that they do not need. Actually, one Kenyan on Twitter, his Twitter handle is _Fels1, was so inspired by the Swalem Doe story, and he actually tweeted, Swalem Doe selling his kidney because he's broke makes me wonder whether I really need 10 toes. Si mtu bado anaweza tembea na 1 toe on each foot. Now, as much as selling your 8 toes sounds like a good idea to save on pedicure, you'll miss out on so much more. It will be very hard for you to be on toes. Furthermore, most of the people making jokes on this subject don't understand the details of why Swalem Doe decided to make that announcement. And that misinterpretation can set a very bad precedence. It could come to a point where it's normal to sell your body parts. That is, to get to an extent that the richest person in the country will just have the head. Akona kichwa tu. Imagine attending a motivational speech where msee amekuja kuwapatia speech ya vile ame make it in life. Alafu mkingoja kama mnaletewa kichwa kwa hot dish. You know, most people do not like to make sacrifices. I had to give away a lot to be the head of a multinational company. See, the tallest building in the city is the work of my hands. My first car was the work of my pancreas. On a serious note though, the fact that Swalem Doe came out and shared his issue with the world does not give anyone the right to judge him. That said, the new episode of the County Assembly Wrestling Matches is out, and here's Kenyan Jui with the details.
The County Assemblies of Kenya have been very consistent in the weekly dose of action, and this week, pepo ya vita ilizuru Wajir County, whereby MCAs were moving motions like commotion na kutipito. The event was pre-planned, very organized, and members present and interested in causing fracas walianza na kuandikisha majina. Things, however, went south when some members started overstepping, like this gentleman aliyejaribu kuchuna Adams Epo ya Duale, not his real name. Duru za guesswork zimetuarifu kuwa some members were out of the loop and had no idea what was going down, like this gentleman who actually walked up to an assembly official kumuuliza kama kuna chai ya saa 10. Akaambiwa hakuna, ni kama hakusikia. Akauliza tena, akaambiwa tena hakuna. Akaendelea. Akaulizwa haoni kama watu wanapigana. Akaambiwa kwende kabisa, hakuna chai, na akiinsist anaweza pewa coffee. He was not interested. As all this was going down, a symbolic experience was going down at the entrance as other members were seemingly trying to enter the kingdom of heaven. The event did not end well and several injuries were reported. One member was kicked in the kidneys, ama ukipenda Mamdoe in Raymond's language, and he has since been diagnosed with depreciated kidneys. Another member reported a swollen belly button and missing Adam's Epo. The assembly is expected to fight again soon since the results of this particular fight were inconclusive, na habari hizo tutakuletea moja kwa moja zinapotendeka. Representing the Guesswork fraternity on the Wicked edition, guess who? Kenya.
And now to the main subject of our show tonight, Kenyans in the diaspora, our country's third largest source of foreign exchange. See, Kenyans in the US alone send home at least 8.2 billion shillings every year, and that's a population of like 500,000 people. That would explain why the government is forcing more Kenyans out of the country. Think about it. Think about it. If 500,000 people can bring over 8 billion, imagine if the 45 million of us decided to go out and make money for like 5 years and then come back. Sounds like a great idea until you hear the details of what it takes to make it abroad. See, Kenyans in the diaspora carry cases of massive success stories and sad endings. Take, for example, the case of Timothy Majanja Walukalia.
He has been away for 46 years, 25 of them spent in Canada, while the other 21 have been spent in the United States.
My name is Majanja Walukalia. I cannot travel nowhere. I'm stuck here.
Not even to Kenya?
No.
In his heyday, Majanja was one of the few Kenyans who seemed to have made it in Canada. He was a common figure in the state of Alberta. And in his own words, he had made it, or as they say, he had it all together.
I came through Canada. I live in Canada. I work in Canada.
He even joined the prestigious Canadian Mount Police Squad, where he was the only black officer.
Now, you have to give it up to this guy for holding on to the Kenyan accent for over 40 years. Or am I the only one who noticed this?
My name is Majanja Walukalia. From Kakamega, Lupao Market. I ran for the city of Calgary, Canada in Alberta.
You see, hata kama aliwachilia hiyo accent later in the conversation, he still deserves the credit considering we have Kenyans who probably have never left the country but have the American accent in advance. At the time this story was covered, Mr. Lukalia had been away for over 40 years. This guy left Kenya in 1968 when Mzee Jomo Kenyatta was the president and Oginga Odinga was the opposition leader. It's sad to imagine that there is no much change back home for a person like him, since most of the things are just the way they were when he left the country those many years ago. Kenyatta is still president and Odinga is still leading the opposition. Now, however, his story has interesting twist. His is a case of falling from grace to grass. He ran for political office in Canada and failed twice.
I ran for the city of Calgary, Canada in Alberta. And at the same time, since we didn't win, I gave a shot at the election for mayoral.
That's a very strong message for Kenyans in Canada. Wachanini na politics. Now, that's on a lighter note though. Kenya has a very huge potential on the world platform of politics. Without Kenyans traveling out of the country, the US would not have the 44th president. The 44th president who happens to be one of the best presidents America has ever had. Without Obama, the US would have moved straight from Bush to Trump. To give you a picture of how that sounds like. Hiyo ni kama kupanda matatu Kawangware, alafu ulale hiyo pati ya Lavington, uamke Mudhurwa. I know you get the picture. Now, it's not the same story for everyone who's made it in the diaspora, though. The likes of Barack Obama Sr. were beneficiaries of education scholarships. For some people, it's just travel. Most people go out specifically to look for work. Now, from what I gather, your success story or failure abroad has so much to do with how you get there. We have had stories of how some travel agencies sell false hope to Kenyans with the dreams of making it abroad. But you cannot blame Kenyans for believing the lies, because as a country we live on false hopes. We live on hopes like matatu conductors promising you a seat na hata wewe mwenyewe hauioni, lakini bado utaingia kwa matatu. Customer, si nakwambia kuna kiti. Kuna mtu anashukia hapo mbele. Na hata wewe unaona vizuri sana hapo mbele ndio wewe pia unashukia. Saa zingine hata wanaweza kuambia kuna kiti. And yes, kuna viti. What they don't tell you is hizo viti zimekaliwa. And you see, for local false hopes, it's easy to cope. Most international travel agencies are similarly designed to leave you between a rock and a hard place. And this gentleman case is one of the many stories that are out there.
Mimi nilienda nikaambia agent straight and frankly, if you know that you are going to have any fishy dealings, don't let me spend even a single coin here. Na nilimwambia hivi na kuambia na hapa mbele ya Mungu, usijaribu kudhubutu hivi kuchukua pesa yangu tu bure. Akani convince. Alinitolea document za ministries juu 15 ambazo zimemuidhinisha afanye hiyo kazi. Akatu escort mpaka airport. Lakini tu mlango ilifunga tu ya kucheck in. Nyinyi mmeingia upande wa glass huko ndani na yeye amebaki upande huo. That was the end of it. We landed in Dubai at around midnight. Cause flight yetu ilikuwa ya kitu 5 ishizi. Kafika huko kitu midnight. Ni kweli kabisa tulikuta tumesubiriwa. But mambo ya transfer hakukuwa. We paid for it. Kuja bed accommodation ambapo walikuwa wametuambia, alitupeleka bed space. Mahali unakuliwa na kunguni. Mende ni mashabiki huko wa kila program.
First of all, I'm so flattered by the fact that in Dubai, the Wicked Edition inaonwa mpaka na mende. Wapi makofi ya mende? Thank you. Thank you. But that's not the point. The main point I have picked from that guy's testimony is that human beings can be evil. Someone steals from you, then sends you out of the country. That way anakula pesa yako akijua kuna mahali mnaenda kukutana. See, most of the victims of these scams are domestic workers, but reports of abuse have prompted Kenya to ban its citizens from seeking domestic work in the Middle East, and that we revoked, actually, the government revoked licenses of 930 recruitment agencies in September 2014. See, people have different reasons and ways to travel out of the country. We've had a case where someone photoshopped herself to China, which may work 1 in 45 million times. Now, the urge to leave one's country is understandable, though. There's so much in Kenya that would make you wish to leave the country, from the high unemployment rate, misplaced priorities like anti-riot police vehicles full of water, yet fire engines show up to put out fire with no water. Lakini hapo naweza tetea serikali kidogo. Kati ya nyumba ya mabati inachomeka pole pole na wale majamaa utokea Shishamande. Ni wapi nani wanachomea serikali sana? And then again, nyumba ikichomeka ni moto. Ile kitu ya Shishamande ni mioto. Ni wapi utapeleka maji? The government just needs to get the difference between moto na mioto. And there is still so much talk about the subject of Kenyans in the diaspora. That's why we extend this conversation to the second part of the show with our guest, Alemba. Most of you guys know him, one of the best gospel artists this country has ever produced. To extend this, to break this down even further. See you on the other end of this break. Welcome back to the Wicked Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. The subject of our show tonight, we are discussing tunasengenya Kenyans in the diaspora, and our guest is one of the top gospel artists in this country, anaitwa Alemba. He left the country at the peak of his career and he went abroad, stayed for like 4 years, and he was very talented. Actually, he is very talented. In the present, he's one of the biggest hype men in the country. Tukieka plural. He has many other talents, including shaking his head. Alemba, ladies and gentlemen. Karibu kwa show.
Ujana ametingisha kichwa tena.
Basi ilikuwa very visible kwa ile ngoma yenu Pages za Bible kwanza. Karibu kwa show.
Asante sana.
Umechangamka?
I'm so happy to be kwa the Weekend Edition.
Karibu sana.
Big show. Kabisa.
Yes. Inaweza sana. So watu wanatoka Kenya wanaenda US. Wewe unatoka US umerudi Kenya.
Ni kweli? Inategemea focus yako ni gani, mwelekeo wako ni gani, unataka nini.
Huko na focus huko.
Nilikuwa nayo, lakini sasa unajua ukiwa state home manze kuko na barrier vitu mob.
Okay.
Kuko na language barrier.
Ulirudishwa huko na Sheng.
Hapana, unajua hata Sheng manze, unajua utapiga simu mtaani mchapiane, Sheng, perese, nini, hizo vitu zote. Lakini sasa kuko na kupenetrate state na whatever agenda you have.
Okay.
Muziki yenye na do si ya watu walami. Unaget? Okay, well, walami wanaweza like.
But cheki, let me show you. Pages za Bible was good, si ndio? Let me try see kama vile ungepenetrate like siku hizi na dara Pages za Bible. Nimekuget. Nowadays I caress the Nimeget.
Awe, sasa ukianza kuileta hivyo si itaharibu. Lakini sasa let's say kuko na so many things that before you get to where in the entertainment industry as Teto, it's a serious thing, a big thing.
Sawa, na your lowest moment ukiwa Teto?
My lowest moment, let me think about it. It's a time nilikuwa manzi, sina job, sina makaratasi. Nilikuwa nikibangaiza kwa kiti, nimeketi tu home. It was the saddest moment of my life.
Si hiyo time ndio ungeimba ama?
Haufikiria hata kuimba. Zinakataa. Hata wimbo zinakataa. Kwa sababu you're thinking, hizi makaratasi zitatoka wapi? Ama
kuget makaratasi ukiwa Teto ni hard.
Okay, Kengori, picture this
Si unaweza oa mtu, si kuna hiyo pia story ya kuwa married.
Iko. Lakini saa zingine it doesn't end up well.
Why?
Kwa sababu unaweza enda na msee, a black American, maybe a lady, umuingize Kiswahili umwambie bro, sister. Yani nimeingisha bro kwa sababu pia mademu wako. Nimeingisha bro kwa sababu pia mademu wako. Mademu pia unajua. Okay. In my case niseme yani Supu sikiza hapa. Supu, listen to me. This is what we gonna do. But tukifika pale kwa mtu wa immigration aseme if this is a fraud utaketi kwa jela 10 years. Blaki atakuruka hapo kama hijam.
Si ulikuwa umemwingiza Kiswahili as you say.
Yani ile ni noma.
Well,
they have to go step by step on the evidence. Do you guys share insurance? Do you guys pay the mortgage together? Do you guys have a bank account together? When did you marry? Who was there? There are so many questions.
But still there are people who go through with it.
Sure. But how many? Mimi nimekuwa kule manze watu wanafungwa bana.
Wewe ulimari ukiwa huko ama ulimari ukishatoka huko?
Lakini mimi nilimari nikiwa huko. So alikuwa Mkenya. Haikuwa Mblaki. Unaona? Those are the difference. Mblaki ni a black American girl. Haikuwa mzungu.
Okay.
So
mzungu akikuruka kwa immigration, hiyo ni kesi ama wataachilia tu as wameshika mtu before afanye makosa? Premeditation.
Watakupe 24 hours leave the country.
24 hours. So wewe ndio utakuwa umejiseti.
Sasa wewe ndio utakuwa umejiseti kwao. Si umeleta kesi. Tumeona ni kesi uongo. We've given you 24 hours to leave our country.
Okay.
Kama hauna, unajua Wakenya wengine wanafikanga huko wanakojolea passport. Yaani kukojolea inamaanisha hivi they can never trace where you're from. Na hata kama ni passport, huwezi rudishwa. Unajua you can't travel without a passport. I know of a guy. Alipelekwa mpaka Nigeria.
Alipelekwa Nigeria?
I'm Nigerian.
Yes.
Akafika huko akaongea Kikuyu. Immigration ya huko kasema we don't know what he's talking about. Akarudishwa America.
Walienda huko azin wao kwa caring hivyo watakupeleka.
Ala!
Alitoka huko akisema Oga I'm from Nigeria nini. Akafika Nicky man.
Nicky huko mwade. And he's being asked by the immigration officer, okay, what are you talking about? Akaambia the immigration officer, you will never send me home. You will never send me home. Akifika Teto baadaye anaongea Kikuyu. Kizungu poa sana. Lakini the moment ameingia kwa hiyo ndege, anatune kwa Kikuyu. Na ina stick kwa Kikuyu.
Na ulikuwa huko for 4 years, right? Si ndio? 4 years. Kizungu ilikukataa mpaka hata accent, hata kidogo tu hivi alemba huku. Hata ile ya ulimi hapo.
Nilijua utaleta hii. Lakini niko ready. Kizungu naweza ongea. lakini ikiwa na mzungu. So, lakini sasa hapa Kiswahili uwezi utaihepaje sasa? Msi akishakuja kuambia niokole form. Utaongea naye kizungu.
Si unamwambia tu you say that properly. No, save me a form, baby.
Inaanza tena ale mama kwa na maringo, ale baji nini, ale. Una understand? I went to McDonald's. Nikasema give me number 3 but remove the coke. That's a whole different thing. You've changed. Kwa tu tunajua coke ni soda. Kwa ni something different.
Ni coke.
Yeah.
Ni coke.
Thank you. You see? You're getting it now.
No, I'm a bad boy, man. I'm a bad man. Yeah?
You're getting it, man.
For the sake of the show, we have to speak in a language that all people will understand.
That's the thing.
Nini bana? Mimi ni mubaya.
You get? That's the thing. There's so many things you have to adjust, to learn and to ujue tu venye mtaishi tu nao.
Lakini hiyo kitu umesema ni mbaya. And remove the coke.
That was the thing nilikuwa nitaka kushow. Umiss kidogo hivi, they will misinterpret you. They'll be like, what are you talking about? You're not supposed to say that.
Advice yako kwa majamaa wanataka kwenda majuu. Like the American dream.
The American
in
dream,
a nutshell.
Me, I'll just say this. If you know you're going there to study, go do it, come back. If you can at least inua economy ama technology ya Kenya, do it. If you're going there with your papers, go, work hard, be smart, ingia shule, soma, be upgrade with the people who are called Americans. Na ufanye job yenye wanafanya. Otherwise, ukienda ukutana na Wakenya wakuonyeshe this is the only way to prosper. Kwenda CNA, kuosha nini, hizo vitu zote, you will feel so frustrated, utapenda America. But, ukitoka hapa, make sure you have one goal. I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna be like an American. Not a Kenyan living in America. An American. That's a thing.
Okay. Hiyo ni poa sana. Mziki sahi by the way. Umerudi uko aje?
Mziki nimerudi. Nilitoa bana, nilitoa moja na Size 8, nikatoa moja na Hope Kid, nikatoa moja peke yangu. Kuna ingine na come nayo next week. Watu wagoje.
Wazi. Project yote unaweza name sahi? Kitu nzito, kitu kingine.
Kitu nzito. Kuko na ingine na come. Sitaki kusema hiyo. Wacha ikae, lakini wataona matua everywhere.
Yeah. Uko na company yako ama una bado?
Oh, yeah, I have a company called The Hype House. The Hype House is an entertainment company dealing with events, dealing with artist management, video, music, and everything.
Makes sense. And by the way, there's something I forgot to mention. Parents, Alemba is a very good example, yeah. Nurturing talent, msee akigrow up. Alemba is a hype man. Wale wazazi mnakasirikianga mtoto ati noisemaker class, noisemaker. This is an example of what your child can be. Yeah?
Oh my God.
Ulikuwa noisemaker, right? Hype man ilitoka wapi?
Nilikuwa tu nimependa kupiga kelele za zile mwalimu wa hiyo.
Sasa sio ndio.
Sikuwa noisemaker. Napiga stories za zile mwalimu wa
na occupy what? Basi si noisemakers Daro anafaa uitwe hype men.
Yeah.
Mwalimu anakuja, can I have the list of hype men there? Nice. There's something about. Alafu ukizeeka ukue preacher ama una plans hizo bado?
Kuna mtu na nacha sasa, tuna nacha talent. Tulete hype men wengine. Watu wasisemange Alemba ulienda wapi? Wataona msee mwingine.
Wazi. I hope I trust that conversation has been very, very comprehensive for the subject matter that we are covering on the show tonight. And first of all, like I promised, one of these fine days we are bringing you a lady. Her name is, she corrected me. Last time I said beauty without breasts, but inafaa ikuwe beauty minus breasts. It's a very, very, very touching story. But the way ameishikilia is very light na very, very encouraging. And most people go through your experience yake ya minus breasts. Strong story coming through very soon. We did a story about the Mbagathi Hospital, by the way. It's sad to note that several weeks later bado wase ma curtains zao ni cartons na bado the same situation bado inaendelea hivyo. So this is just an update, guys. Don't fall sick. Bado time ya kukua wagonjwa ikifika nitawashow. Tukienda huko tupate maybe a few things zimechange, but in the meantime please don't fall sick. Thank you Alemba for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
Tukikuita utakam tena, si ndio?
Anytime.
Wazi. That's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.